What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am on my road glide. If you watched my previous video, you would know that I have some noise in my primary. So I am currently on my way to my Harley dealership, which is Pocono Mountain Harley Davidson up in Tannersville. I called Brian, my service manager, and explained to him what was going on. He said bring it on up. I brought it up about a week or so ago. Brian was actually able to take the bike out on a test ride and listen to the noise. He definitely said the compensator sounds a little louder than normal, but his first initial thoughts were possibly the automatic chain tensioner, that it was possibly in between adjustments, which could mean that the chain would be slopping around a little bit more than if it was adjusted at the next level. So he went and tried some home remedies on it, and I haven't really had a chance to ride it on any type of inclines or anything to see if it got better or worse. Overall, it sounds a little bit more quiet, but he said regardless, bring it on in. So while the bike's still under warranty until May of 2023, he said might as well crack open that primary and see what's going on. And like I said, he thought the compensator was a little bit louder than normal, but his first initial thoughts was the automatic chain tensioner. At the very least, if I'm going to change the compensator out to a Manowar, I would just have to pay for the actual part upgrade, which would be fine by me. Like I said, I'm currently on my way up there. It is technically a Tuesday night, so I'm dropping it off for Wednesday service. Since I work full-time, you really can't get it up there during the day of the service. So pick it up when we get to Pocono Mountain Harley Davidson. Oh, and I'm sure some of you guys are wondering why my check engine light's on. I thought I cleared it through the screen yesterday. I guess you can't. You still have to go in through the actual BCM with the gauges or whatever. That was because my heated grips just so happened to quit out the other day riding into work when it was a little chilly. So I just kind of took the gauge cluster apart, you know, just to make sure everything was plugged in and stuff. Of course, on these bikes, when you unplug anything, most of the time throws a code, but I had the accessory turned on with the gauges unplugged, which whatever, make sure that they were working or not working, and short, they're not working. So I don't know. I know these things don't really have a good rap. Like, I know I hear people all the time saying that the heated grips crap out on them and they're not even worth the money. So this is my first experience with them crapping out, so I can't really speak too much. They've been on the bike for less than a year, so I'm not a little happy with that, but it is what it is, and you can fix it with more money if you really wanted to. But I don't think I'm going to fix it. These Kahuna grips are nice, but I want something a little bit more grip style, especially after riding my dad's Street Glide. And last video you guys saw, he's got those Get a Grip collection from Harley, and those things definitely won me over. It just so happened my heated grip crapped out, but I might be ripping these out and buying a pair of black Get a Grips. Let's capture some views. There she is. Does your service department have first class service like this? Stand by, just wait.
Three weeks later.
What is up, guys? I have the biggest grin on my face right now because I just picked up my 21 Road Glide from the dealership from the rattle noise that I was having in the Something's Wrong with My Harley video. If you haven't seen that video, I will pop a card on the screen and go check that out so you know kind of what the deal was. But man, I have a smile from ear to ear to be back on my Road Glide with this Milwaukee 8 114. Oh my goodness, did I miss this bike. So, what was wrong with my Harley Davidson Road Glide? Well, everyone that commented the compensator or compensator ramp was correct. So the actual compensator just had some slop in like the compensator ramp and such. There was nothing really to worry about per se. The typical warranty solution would have been just to apply some shims to the compensator just to kind of tighten everything back up instead of it slopping around. So that was one of the options that I had. However, the dealer presented another option to me, which was to install a Dark Horse Manowar compensator sprocket. That's the route that I kind of went with because, like I said in that video, if I made it 10,000 miles and I started getting compensator noise, I'm like, I don't want to come back to the issue later, so I wanted to make an upgrade. Not only for the compensator reasons, but also because down the road, if I decide to throw a cam or a 131 or 128 kit, whatever I choose down the road, the compensator at that point will already be done, and that's one less thing that I would have to worry about. So real quick, just to run down how this worked was, the bike's still under warranty. They opened up the primary with the noises that I was describing under warranty, and like I said, they would have installed the Harley shims. However, they did see something wrong with like one of the spacers on the compensator ramp, I believe, like in between the sprocket and the ramp, which they were actually able to write it up for Harley that like the whole compensator was bad, which then I was able to use that value of whatever the Harley compensator price tag is and essentially apply that for a Manowar. So pretty much I got a Manowar for $200 and I didn't have to pay for the install. So that to me is a win-win in my book. So that's kind of how that worked. Now, had I wanted to go with the shims or another Harley compensator, I could have easily went that route and paid $0. But like all the reasons I described before, I figured if I have the issue now, I want to be just done with it and move on. So therefore, I just went with the Manowar. Now, what are my first initial impressions on this Manowar compensator? It's kind of hard, like I've noticed a difference, but you gotta cut me some slack because I've been riding my dad's 2011 twin cam 103 Street Glide, so I'm on it. Like the amount of miles that I put on that bike hopping on here, this thing feels like a fucking excuse my language, feels like a fucking rocket ship. So like it is kind of hard to like remember how, you know, it was beforehand, but I can tell you this: I do not hear any inkling worth of noise from my primary or the compensator, and the smoothness and the delivery of this compensator, like I was reading things online that they say like when you change it, like the shifts are way smoother, the power delivers faster and smoother, and I can say I think it really does. Like I said, I haven't rode this bike for 3 weeks now, so it is kind of hard to like judge off of, but from what I remember and just kind of how the bike feels now, I can say like the power's like right there. It is just smooth and quiet, man, like what you would expect for a bulletproof compensator. So would I recommend this compensator to somebody else that might be in my position? 110%. Obviously, time will tell over the prolonged period on how I still think about this compensator. But as of now, I absolutely love it. I can tell it makes a big difference. We'll see. Time will tell. I'll keep you guys updated as we go along. Double thumbs up in my book. Well, like I said, it's been 3 weeks from the start to end of this video, but I appreciate you guys for clicking and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so that way you guys get notified when I post new videos like this one. Make sure to ride safe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace!